this is the building that I use, and pretend like it's from level 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 all the way up, and then we have our penthouse. And you might have seen this before. So every floor, I want you to think, is a frequency. So floors are frequencies. Our vibration will dictate what floor we're on. So consider this like a basement. And again, this is that penthouse. Where am I vibrating? The thoughts that I think and the emotions that I feel will dictate what floor I'm on. So my vibration will dictate my frequency. A frequency is a reality. A frequency is a whole floor. So let's say we're on floor 3 or frequency 3. I'm having certain thoughts, I'm feeling certain feelings, I have certain actions, and I'm on floor 3. Well, my thoughts are dictating that. So I'm probably going to encounter people who are on the 3rd floor as well. They think the same thing, they talk the same talk, they have the same conversations, they feel the same feelings. I resonate with them, they're my people. It's all I'm aware of. If I like that, great. But if I don't, and I'm like, oh my God, I want to go to the penthouse. These people have totally different vibes about them. They think different thoughts, they have different conversations, and their results, wow. They have time and money freedom. They're happy, they're peaceful. They're not fighting with their coworkers. They're not breaking into cars, they're not doing drugs, right? It's like, it's a higher vibration. How do we get up to this frequency, the penthouse? We change our vibration. We change our thoughts, which automatically change our emotions, which change our actions, which change our results. So think about yourself any given day, depending on how I think and what thoughts I get emotionally involved with, and I entertain and I keep hitting that key of that piano, and I don't just breathe through it. I can get stuck in a basement, a deep, dark dungeon, I call it. And by lunchtime, I can get back up to maybe floor 5. And then by hopefully the afternoon or the evening, I can get back up to my penthouse. But my goal is to get up to penthouse thinking in my own internal mind, in my body. This other example, oopsie. Think about radio stations. This is my cute little radio dial. There's AM and FM. We can switch between frequencies. So say here in Los Angeles, 102.7 FM is a pop station. 102.7. It's a pop station. That's the frequency I'm tuned into on my radio dial. I'm tuning into the frequency of 102.7. If you've ever gone to the drive-in, they give you the number, the frequency that you tune into so you can hear the movie. So when we're dialed into a certain frequency, we receive a certain message. Well, say I didn't like the music, the vibe, the feeling on the frequency of 102.7. Would I call the radio station and say, play different music? I don't like this. Can you play rock? They'd be like, lady, change the frequency. On that frequency, I'm going to get that vibration, the feeling, the music. If I want to do some country, I'll go to 105.1 country. I'm just going to switch the frequency. Then I'm going to feel that vibe of country. So if we don't like the way we feel, we have got to change frequencies, realities. How do we do that? Through our thoughts, which create new vibrations, which put us on a new frequency. So again, don't fight with the frequency you're on. Don't fight with your emotions. Don't fight with your vibration. Switch the thoughts that will automatically take care of it all. Choose your thoughts. We cannot control every single thought that comes through our head. There's a real thing of intrusive thoughts, flashbacks, shit from the past. However, when they come up, and we don't like it, what do? 90 seconds, we breathe through it. We choose a different thought. That was in the past. I'm past that. I've healed. I'm out of it. I'm safe. Breathe through it. We're okay. We can tap through it. 4 square breathing. That's the only thing we can control. Don't fight with it. It'll just get deeper. Ding, 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 ding. We'll keep hitting it. It'll prolong it. So this is just a couple metaphors, and we'll continue to use these as we go on in this. So this lesson truly was a real boot camp on what is vibration and frequency. Vibration is the emotional state you're in, which will dictate your frequency. That is the attraction point. So if we don't like what we're attracting, shift our frequency. How do we shift our frequency? Shift our vibration. How do we shift our vibration? What thoughts are we thinking? Don't beat yourself up. Just choose a new thought. You're one thought away from feeling lighter. I call it prayer. I say, God, give me a higher thought. One thought. And it could be a silly joke. It could be something funny. It could be like, I don't know. It's just, but it pulls me out. It pulls me from floor 3 to floor 5. But I have to ask. I have to be open. I have to get up that consciousness scale to willingness, to acceptance, to surrender, instead of continue to be pissed off, which I would be valid, right? I work with my clients all the time. I don't fight with their emotions. I validate them. Yes, that's terrible. This sucks. I agree with you. Your family's big buttholes, right? However, where do we want to go now? What do you want for your life? Because we can stay there with them, and I would be condoning suffering. But as a therapist, a good therapist, I challenge them. We validate it, we feel it, we work through it, and we work through it. We don't stay there. But some therapists, most therapists, they just see the same client for decades and they just never challenge them to get out of their mess. And it's tragic. But that's not the type of therapist I am, and anybody who knows me knows that. And I don't work with people who don't want to change. And it's so beautiful. I feel so honored to witness that journey.